Luka's slim now, but he just looking like he just gonna blow up. He moving like the calories are going up each move.
Like with him getting bigger?
Yeah, you gonna see it.
I see 40. The fact that he's like consistent with it, you just still doing it. Like every time he steps
Like
the court, it's 40.
We don't see that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Gil.
What? I thought we established that this was gonna happen. You know, when everybody was calling him fat and he was averaging 28, 8 and 8 being fat. What happens when this fat man decides to get in shape? As a fat man, and everybody thought that was like, he's being stopped as a fat man. Y'all seem to forget what we're seeing is what we thought was gonna happen.
The man who was traded for being fat just dropped 42 on national TV. When Kenny laughed, Shaq stayed quiet. Barkley blamed him. But now, Luka's making all of them look stupid. Hit that subscribe button because what I'm about to expose will change how you see the NBA forever. Let me paint you a picture. April 2025, inside the TNT studio. The lights are bright, the cameras are rolling, and Luka Doncic, the man who had just been shipped out of Dallas like yesterday's trash, throws down a dunk in his Lakers debut. Nothing fancy, just a baseline drive. 2 points, standard NBA play. But Kenny Smith? Kenny Smith loses it, not in a good way. He leans back in his chair, laughs that condescending laugh, and says the words that would echo across every sports platform for weeks. Now he's an athlete? Stop it! The sarcasm drips from every syllable. The mockery is palpable, and the message is clear. Kenny doesn't believe Luka deserves to be called an athlete just because he threw down one dunk. The panel erupts. Laughter, head shaking, dismissive gestures. Shaquille O'Neal, arguably the most dominant force to ever play the game, sits there, silent, stone-faced. Not a single word in defense of the league's top performer. The man who built his career on dominance and respect for greatness can't find one word to defend Luka. Charles Barkley chimes in later with his own hot take, subtly suggesting that Luka's presence got Jason Kidd fired. That Dallas collapsed because of him. Barkley, during one of the Inside the NBA segments, said, "When a superstar and a coach can't get along, guess who's leaving? It ain't the star, but maybe this time the star should have left earlier."
Because the Mavs were a mediocre team until he made those trades. He was doing a good job. Then he had the bad luck with Anthony Davis never being available, basically. But the thing that bothers me is he's just being made a scapegoat. Listen, Shaq knows this, Kenny knows this. There's no way in the world Nico Harrison had the power to trade Luka Doncic unless the owner of the team signed off.
Patrick Dumont.
Yes, that was his call. So I feel bad the way Nico is being made a scapegoat, but anybody who knows anything about basketball know good and well Nico Harrison did not have enough power to trade Luka Doncic. So that's the thing that bothers me. He's had a streak of bad luck with Anthony Davis and Kyrie both getting hurt, but the premise of this trade is Nico Harrison. I hear all these fools and idiots on TV talk, Nico Harrison gonna be the guy who traded Luka Doncic. No, the Dallas Maverick organization made that call.
The implication was clear. Luka was the problem. And you know what the worst part is? Not one analyst defended him. Not one. The media piled on. Social media exploded. The narrative was set in stone. Luka Doncic was the problem in Dallas, except he wasn't.
The reason the Lakers lost this series because Luka Doncic wasn't in good enough shape.
Accountability isn't out of bounds to me. It's the price of the throne. So we all know we go as our best player goes, and that sets the tone.
Let's talk facts. Real, hard, undeniable statistics. Before the trade, Luka was averaging 33 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds per game. Those aren't good numbers. Those are elite numbers. Historical numbers. He was top 5 in both scoring and assists. Do you understand how rare that is? We're talking about a player operating at a level most guys never sniff in their entire careers. He recorded 4 triple-doubles in his last 6 games with Dallas. 4. And TNT, they ignored it. Completely glossed over it like it didn't happen. Luka ranked top 3 in MVP ladders, PER, and Box Plus Chalk Minus. These are the advanced metrics that separate the superstars from the stars, the game changers from the system players. But instead of celebrating greatness, what did they focus on? His body. They called him lazy. They called him out of shape. They nitpicked every angle, every photo, every slow-motion replay to paint him as someone who didn't care, someone who didn't deserve to be in the conversation with the league's elite. Stephen A. Smith on First Take didn't hold back. Luka Doncic is a phenomenal talent, but when you show up to training camp looking like you've been on a European vacation eating pasta for 3 months, you're sending a message. And that message is, I don't care enough.
LeBron James has the ball in his hands. He creates and then exploits mismatches. Where you're right and where the real focus needs to be on in regards to Luka is his commitment, not his skill. His skill is there. Here's his problem. He's not in great shape. He's not in great shape.
Skip Bayless piled on. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's got no discipline. You can't be great without discipline, period. Meanwhile, Dallas had a winning record with Luka on the floor, and the moment he left, they fell apart. Completely, utterly, predictably. But sure, Kenny, he was the problem. Here's where it gets dark. Gilbert Arenas, a man who's never been afraid to speak truth to power, went on his podcast and dropped a bomb that should have sent shockwaves through the entire league. He revealed that the Dallas front office had been leaking stories, deliberately, strategically. Gilbert didn't mince words. Y'all think this fat Luka narrative just came out of nowhere? Nah, the Mavs front office was feeding that to the media for months before the trade. They wanted to make it look like they had no choice, like they weren't the problem. Classic move.
Yeah, everybody talking about his weight. He came in shape last year in Dallas. He got hurt, got fat, right? That's how that worked. And then he came in here being fat. What did he average? 28, what?
About 28, 89.
Okay, so then he went, lost weight. What did he average in the Western overseas?
In Eurobasket, 2025, he averaged 35 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals.
Oh, 3 steals. Right.
Hard
Yeah. I'm expecting that he is going to flirt with a triple-double all season. Might hit it. If he don't hit it, he's going to be shy from the assist part because the rest of our team. He's going to lead the league in scoring.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, easy.
For sure.
Easy.
Right, he's going to lead the league in scoring. For sure.
Over Giannis?
If we, for sure.
Over SGA.
For sure.
Oh, man, it's not even a debate.
Have you seen the team? He looked like my player. When I went to the rec, and I'm just out there running because I don't know where to go, that's what Marcus Smart did last night. So we got those on the team. For sure, he's taking all the shots.
Oh, and Marcus Smart just wants to take elbows.
Did you see SGA last night? No, I've seen SGA, but SGA's trying to win another championship.
He had 30 in like 19
He's
games.
trying to win another championship. If LeBron ain't gonna be playing, and then the rest of the team looks the way it looks, right? A bunch of no squad rec players, he's gonna be out there chucking, baby. He's gonna average about 35 for sure.
Fat and out of shape. Doesn't care about winning. Bad influence in the locker room. These weren't organic takes from concerned journalists. This was a coordinated effort to tank Luka's value and justify what was about to happen. They wanted him gone, not because he couldn't play, not because he wasn't winning, but because he didn't fit the image the league wanted. Think about that for a second. The NBA, a league that prides itself on celebrating talent, on showcasing the best basketball players on the planet, actively worked to push out one of its brightest stars because of optics. Nico Harrison, the Mavericks GM, pulled the trigger on the trade. And what happened to him? He got fired. Days later, scapegoated, thrown under the bus for doing exactly what ownership demanded.
So he's getting fired not even 10 months after he made this trade, which when the trade happened, everybody automatically was like, wow, this is one of the worst trades of all time. This is inexplicable. Why didn't he shop it? Why would he trade Luka? Why did he underestimate the fan base? And then somehow it worked out even worse than it seemed like in the moment. Davis has played 9 games out of like a possible 44, and the Mavs are terrible. The fans are enraged, and they finally had to dump this guy before we even got to Thanksgiving. I mean, there are so many things wrong with the trade. They didn't shop it. This was the only suitor, that it was the only suitor because if word leaked out that they might trade Luka, the fan base would have revolted, which probably should have been a red flag for him in retrospect. The bigger thing for me, he didn't get enough in the trade. Whether you like Reeves or not, he has to be in it because at least he's an asset. But he was banking on Davis, who is a big guy. He's already in his early 30s, heading toward his mid 30s. When we see the history of the league, these 6'11" and up guys, as they hit 32, 33, 34, they can get really gamey in a whole bunch of different ways, right? Versus Luka was in his mid-20s with a whole bunch of scenarios where he could have actually gone up a level. And that was the part I didn't understand. You're buying almost past performance and giving up future performance with this age piece of it that was stupid along with all the other stuff.
Jason Kidd vanished. completely disappeared from the spotlight after Luka exposed the dysfunctional coaching on live TV during a heated timeout exchange that went viral. This wasn't about basketball. It was about control, about narrative, about making sure the right kind of player gets the spotlight. And then there's LeBron James. LeBron, the man who's never met a microphone he didn't like. The player who's built his entire brand on being vocal, supportive, and politically active within the league. He gets traded for Luka. They're teammates now, playing on the same roster, sharing the same locker room. And LeBron? Crickets. No public praise, no Instagram post. No carefully crafted tweet about welcoming greatness or excited for this journey. Nothing. That silence speaks volumes. LeBron knows how this game works. He knows the politics. He knows the optics. And his silence? It's deafening. When asked about playing with Luka in a post-game interview, LeBron gave the most corporate answer possible. He's a talented player. We're just trying to win games. That's it. No excitement, no enthusiasm, just bland acknowledgement. Compare that to how LeBron welcomed Anthony Davis, or how he praised Russell Westbrook despite the rocky season. The difference is glaring. It tells you everything you need to know about where Luka stands in the league's unofficial hierarchy, about who gets protected and who gets thrown to the wolves.
It's however easy LeBron wants to make it, because at this point, he's the one on the outside. He's 41. We do have to give it up to you, but at the end of the day, you got 1, 2, 3 more years. I mean, if you want to make it hard, cool. But at the end of the day, he's still going to be here. No matter how you look at it, Luka is going to be here. You're not. If you want to make it easy and let's try to win, or you can be disgruntled and say, hey man, I don't like the way, I don't think we can win, give me a trade out. Either way, 77 is going to be in that purple and gold. That's just the facts of it. If he's going to try to win that next championship that he's searching for, having someone like Luka will make it easier for him. He is you with a better skill set of scoring. He doesn't have the athleticism of LeBron James. It's two LeBron Jameses. It's a very athletic one and a very skilled one. Play off of each other and actually go try to win.
You think he could handle not having that power no more, though? I'm just saying, can he handle that?
I don't think the Lakers care if he can't.
But here's the thing about greatness. You can't suppress it. You can try. You can mock it. You can leak stories and craft narratives and laugh on live television. But eventually, the truth comes out. Luka arrives in Los Angeles, and in his first week, he drops 40-plus points, multiple times. The Lakers start winning. The offense flows. The chemistry clicks. Game 1, 42 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds. Efficiency through the roof. Game 3, 45 points on 17 of 28 shooting. Absolute clinic. Suddenly, the same analysts who were laughing weeks ago are scrambling, backpedaling, trying to rewrite their own hot takes. Kendrick Perkins, who had previously questioned Luka's conditioning, suddenly switched up. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Luka is different. He's showing everybody what we should have known all along.
Of last season into the offseason, and the great Kevin Garnett always told me, don't go look at don't go watch yourself on TV, don't go look at social media only when things are going well, go look at it when things are going bad. And when you see Luka setting the bar, looking in shape, the league is in trouble.
Too late, Perk. Well, we always knew he was talented. The change of scenery was good for him. Maybe Dallas just wasn't the right fit. Too late. The internet doesn't forget. Screenshots live forever. And fans? Fans are done with the gaslighting. Social media erupts with receipts. Every mock, every dismissive comment, every analyst who piled on when it was convenient is getting exposed in 4K. This story isn't just about Luka Doncic. It's about every player who's been deemed not marketable enough. Every athlete who doesn't fit the cookie-cutter image leagues try to manufacture. It's about how quickly the media will turn on you when you don't play their game, when you speak your mind, when you demand accountability from organizations that claim to value winning but really just value compliance. Dallas didn't trade Luka because he couldn't perform. They traded him because he exposed their dysfunction, because he held coaches accountable, because he demanded the same level of excellence from the organization that was expected of him. And they couldn't handle it, so they leaked stories, crafted narratives, made him the villain. And when he was gone, when there was no one left to blame, the whole house of cards collapsed. Dallas is sinking. The front office is in chaos. The coaching staff is under fire. The team that was supposed to be better off without Luka is barely staying afloat. Meanwhile, Luka's in LA putting up numbers that would make prime Kobe nod in approval. Kenny Smith laughed at a dunk. A dunk! Like Luka needed to prove his athleticism. Like averaging 33.98 wasn't enough. Like carrying a franchise on his back for years wasn't sufficient evidence of his greatness. But here's the beautiful irony. That dunk, that moment Kenny mocked on national television, it became a symbol of everything the media got wrong. Every narrative they pushed, every dismissive comment they made, fans rally around it. They turn it into memes, into viral videos, into a cultural moment that transcends basketball. Because people love an underdog story. They love watching someone who's been counted out, mocked, and disrespected rise up and prove everyone wrong. And Luka, he's not just proving them wrong, he's embarrassing them. Every 40-point game is a reminder. Every Lakers win is a receipt. Every highlight is another nail in the coffin of the narrative they tried so hard to construct. This wasn't just a trade, it was a smear campaign. A deliberate, calculated effort to push out a generational talent because he didn't fit the mold. Because he asked too many questions. Because he demanded too much from an organization that preferred comfort over championship aspirations. But greatness doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for approval. It shows up, it performs, it dominates. And then it makes everyone who doubted it look absolutely stupid. Kenny laughed with his, "Now he's an athlete? Stop it." Shaq stayed silent. Barkley blamed him with passive-aggressive comments about stars getting coaches fired. Stephen A. questioned his commitment. Skip attacked his discipline. LeBron gave him the coldest welcome in NBA history. The media piled on. But Luka Doncic? He's getting the last laugh. And trust me, he's just getting started. Fans finally realize Luka wasn't the problem. The Mavericks' front office was. The media narratives were. The league's obsession with controlling their stars was. This is what happens when you try to suppress greatness. It doesn't disappear, it explodes. If you made it this far, drop a comment below. Was Luka right to call out Dallas? And smash that like button if you're tired of the media disrespecting real hoopers. Subscribe because we're just getting started exposing the truth behind the headlines. This is your channel for real basketball talk. No narratives, just facts.